Hello, today when we talk about the Menendez brother case, I will voice my opinion on the matter. Personally, I don't think it's fair that they got arrested, especially because Lyle and Eric Menendez murdered their parents out of fear after the abuse they went through. I feel like the courts should have had more of understanding in the topic of abuse. Because even though they did resort to murder, is it really their fault? I mean, come on, the law had all this time to come and save them, but it didn't. Would you rely on the law after all that abuse? Can't even really answer that question because you haven't went through it. So how are you going to say these boys are guilty? And fact check me if I'm wrong, but it's crazy at the fact that they did not get released yet, or they're not going to trial because the case is so-called too weak, even though there's a bunch of evidence with pictures and there's really no lying. Okay, so I was tracking this case. Is it true that the case is going to be nothing really, but just a life sentence? That is so wrong. I mean, all the stuff they went through just for a life sentence. I mean, for the first case of the Menendez brothers, I believe they should have given a shorter sentence or probably just parole because of their abuse situation. You know, the funny part that people be talking about killing rapists, but when somebody actually do it, that person becomes the monster for some reason. I don't understand that logic, but yeah. But people rely too much on the law to see all these things. And the good is good or bad. Even though I would say we need a good justice system. Something better that we already have. Can actually deal with complex cases like this. And even if the killing's premeditated, why should they pay for killing people who gave birth to them but did not give a fuck about them? Also, Jose. It was a good thing that he's not alive because he would have touched more people. I know people change, but the way he sounds is like Diddy. Because there's already a third victim of his speaking out now. Probably even more, but we wouldn't know right now. Even though they did buy shotguns under a fake name and kill their parents with them, is it really their fault? Because this really shows how much trust is in the justice system. The justice system is as fucked up as anything else. I mean, if it can't deal with a complex case like this, then what can it deal with? Maybe have fake IDs, but purchase guns with those, but isn't that more of the store owner's fault for not checking those IDs? Also, I hate the fact that they're getting so much hate when they did that out of fear, killing their parents. And also the fact that they compare their size to their parents is also unbelievable in court, because anybody could be a victim no matter how tall you are, how short, or no matter your gender. Let's hope the courts finally open their fucking eyes and see that they are the real victims, because sometimes monster could be the victim and the real monster is just hiding, watching from afar. When the real victim do something that the law couldn't, they automatically is the monster, right? Because that's all what I got from that fucking case looking at it. It's crazy how they think the Menendez brothers should still be in jail because of all of this, even though the parents did worse stuff. Stuff like left one of the boys at summer camp. Also dream crushing. I mean, especially the father, because I mean, why not let one of your kids be a model? If you wanted to pursue that, then why not support him? Why would you want him to be like his brother? Not saying that law is bad, but a person should be entitled to their own opinion, what they want to do with their life. If Lyle wants to play tennis and that makes him happy, then let him do that, but let his little brother do what he wants to do in life. Like, we forget these people sexually assault their own children, made them have life problems and social problems. So you're telling me these so-called innocent parents, victims, but they the ones who put them on edge in the first place to kill them, ones who sexually assaulted them from the age of 5 all the way until they were grown men. Can't even say it until, because Eric was sexually assaulted by his father for a long time, even when he was grown. You're telling me this is the people that we was standing up for, these parents. You're really telling me that people were standing up for these parents even though they sexually abused their children and also get on their back for no reason at all. Even when they had good grades, they would say it's not good enough. When they found success, it still wasn't good enough for the dad. It's funny how the court stands up for these terrible parents that can't even raise kids.